Open a family photo album and start counting. Again and again, babies end up on the left. The pattern appears in men, women, parents, and even children holding dolls. Scientists first blamed the heartbeat, but that idea began to fall apart. The better clue wasn't in the chest. It was higher up, in the way our brains read a baby's face. Put a baby on your left and look down. Their face sits mostly in the left half of your view. Each half of what you see sends its strongest signal to the opposite half of your brain. So the left side of your view feeds the right side of your brain. And the right brain often has an edge when reading faces, voices, and emotion. Those are the only clues a newborn can give you. A newborn has no words for fear, hunger, or pain. You have to catch a tiny change in their eyes, mouth, body, or cry. Holding them on the left may make that silent conversation a little easier to read. This is the leading explanation. But first, we need to know whether the pattern is even real. Researchers call it the left-cradling bias. When scientists combined 40 studies, they counted 9,790 left-sided cradles and only 5,119 right-sided ones. That is almost 2 to 1. Women show the pattern most strongly, but men show it too. And children can show it while pretending with dolls. So how did the heartbeat become the famous answer? In 1960, a psychologist named Lee Salk played heartbeat sounds to newborn babies. They seemed calmer, so he suggested that babies remembered the sound from the womb. Holding them on the left would place them closer to the adult's heart. It was a perfect story. It was also missing something. Later experiments found that heartbeat sounds were no better than other steady sounds at calming babies. Researchers even studied a mother whose heart sat on the right side of her chest. She still held her baby on the left. The brain idea does explain something the heartbeat cannot. It explains why the position could help the person holding the baby. Studies have found that people who favour the left side for reading emotional faces are also more likely to cradle on the left. The same pattern appears far beyond a family photo album. Across 11 species of mammals, babies tended to keep their mothers on the left side of their view. Walruses and flying foxes even chose face-to-face positions that gave both mother and baby that same left side view. Whatever this bias is doing, humans did not invent it for photographs. There is still one problem with the brain explanation. Right-handed people show a stronger left-cradling bias than left-handed people. In the same large study, about 72% of right-handed people cradled left. Among left-handed people, it was closer to 60%. That points to a second advantage. Holding a baby is rarely the only thing your hands are doing. You fix a blanket, move a bottle, open a door, find a pacifier, or rescue your phone. One arm becomes the shelf. The other hand does the careful work. For most people, the careful hand is the right one, so the left arm gets the baby. Scientists are still debating how much comes from the eyes, the brain, the hands, and simple experience. The most likely answer is that several small advantages stack together. The left side becomes the best all-around place to watch, hold, and help. This is a preference, not a safety rule. Plenty of people hold babies on the right, but that photo album was not capturing a random pose. It was capturing thousands of brains and bodies quietly solving the same problem. How do you understand someone who cannot yet tell you what they need?